Meghan Markle, once a celebrated actress and now known as the Duchess of Sussex, has consistently captured public attention not only for her royal affiliations but for her bold fashion choices. From her early days in Hollywood to her time within the British royal family and beyond, Markle's style evolution has been marked by both notable highs and contentious lows. Her journey, often set against the backdrop of public and media scrutiny, reveals a complex interplay between personal expression and royal obligation, exposing the tensions inherent in her pursuit of an individualistic yet publicly scrutinized fashion identity. Markle's initial foray into public life as an actress included daring and youthful fashion statements that reflected her personality. A standout example from this period was her appearance at a New York event hosted by NBC, where she wore a cropped bandeau top paired with black trousers. This look encapsulated her early affinity for modern, sleek attire that conveyed confidence and a touch of rebellion. Such choices hinted at her desire to set herself apart in the entertainment industry, showcasing a distinct personal style that would later make headlines when she transitioned to royal life. With her marriage to Prince Harry and subsequent entry into the British royal family, Meghan Markle's fashion took on new dimensions. The role of Duchess came with a legacy of fashion expectations shaped by predecessors like Princess Diana and contemporaries such as Kate Middleton. However, Markle's approach often deviated from these established norms, resulting in mixed responses. Her sartorial decisions highlighted her struggle to navigate the fine line between embodying royal tradition and asserting her independent style. One of the most scrutinized moments of Markle's fashion journey occurred at the 2021 Salute to Freedom Gala in New York City. Stepping out in a striking red silk Carolina Herrera dress, she made a bold statement. While some praised the vibrancy and symbolism of the dress, others critiqued it for its fit and departure from traditional royal elegance. This gown underscored Markle's willingness to make fearless choices, even if it risked polarizing opinions. It was not the only time her attire drew sharp criticism. Her dramatic Oscar de la Renta dress at the Australian Geographic Society Awards in 2018, featuring elaborate patterns and layers, was met with a similar reaction. While it was undeniably eye-catching, the consensus was that it felt out of place for the event, underscoring her occasional misalignment between fashion and occasion. This penchant for boldness also extended to her accessory choices and overall presentation. Markle's love for high-end fashion was particularly evident during her visit to Nigeria, a country facing significant economic challenges. Reports noted that she wore outfits worth nearly £120,000, including pieces by top designers such as Carolina Herrera and Altazara. While such attire showcased her commitment to high fashion, it drew criticism for being tone-deaf to the socio-economic realities of the places she visited. Observers remarked that Markle's expensive wardrobe contrasted sharply with the conditions faced by millions of Nigerians living below the poverty line. Her critics argued that these choices revealed a disconnect between her image as a champion for humanitarian causes and her real-world actions. Nevertheless, Markle has had her share of well-received fashion moments that highlight her potential to meet the public's high expectations. In 2024, she wore an elegant red dress to the Children's Hospital Los Angeles Gala, which was met with wide acclaim. This event marked a turning point in her post-royal life, suggesting that she could successfully balance her unique style with the demands of public appearances. This positive reception contrasted with earlier, more experimental looks that didn't always align with traditional royal fashion standards. Her fashion missteps weren't limited to the royal stage but dated back to earlier phases of her career. The purple indigo midi dress she wore in 2019 by Canadian brand Aritzia, for example, received a lukewarm reception. While intended to appear understated and chic, the dress sparked debate, as it didn't resonate well with all audiences. Similarly, her choice of an olive green tuxedo dress for the 2018 Invictus Games failed to make the impact she might have hoped for, with critics pointing out that it did not flatter her figure. In addition to clothing, Markle's image as a public figure has faced scrutiny for her overall presentation and perceived motivations. Reports from various public events painted a picture of a woman whose fashion choices sometimes overshadowed the causes she was ostensibly supporting. At a Harlem Book reading for underprivileged children, Markle was noted for wearing high-value attire that critics argued showcased wealth over empathy. Such moments fueled a narrative that, despite her public statements about philanthropy and advocacy, she sometimes appeared out of touch with the very people she aimed to uplift. The complexities of Markle's public image extend beyond fashion but are intricately tied to it. Her choices have repeatedly underscored a dual narrative. On one side, a fashion icon unafraid to push boundaries and assert her individuality. On the other, a public figure who at times misjudges the expectations placed upon her role. This dichotomy is perhaps best illustrated by her attempts to merge the worlds of Hollywood glamour and royal protocol, a balance that few have successfully navigated. Despite the criticisms, Markle's fashion journey is emblematic of her broader efforts to carve out a unique space within the public sphere. Her willingness to blend high fashion with personal touches, like including meaningful jewelry or accessories, shows a commitment to her identity. However, the mixed results of these efforts have left a lasting impact on her public perception. While some view her as a trailblazer who has modernized the royal wardrobe, others see her as a figure disconnected from royal and social expectations alike. Meghan Markle's style evolution encapsulates her struggle to reconcile her personal expression with public duty. It reflects her Hollywood roots, independence, and occasional overreach in a domain where tradition often reigns supreme. Whether regarded as a style maven or a polarizing figure in the royal narrative, Markle's choices continue to captivate and divide audiences worldwide.